Chapter 13, Detective Lawson. Hopefully you're all having a great day. You and Charles eye the mysterious woman standing on your front porch with surprise and confusion. I don't think I've ever heard of you, officer... I'm so sorry. Where are my manners? I'm Detective Trish Lawson. May I come in? He'll look over at Charles for some reassurance, and he hesitantly nods. Sure. You lead Detective Lawson inside, and the three of you take a seat in the living room. Charles takes your hand protectively. Should Faith be worried a detective has shown up on her doorstep unannounced? I'm not here as a police officer. I'm here as a former resident of Vermillion Lane. You lived here? Is that how you met Valerie? Indeed. She was a thorn in my side for years. Why am I not surprised? From what I understand, though, Valerie was the kind of awful to everyone, upstreeter and downstreeter. You must have really butted heads with her if you were even on her radar. From the moment I moved into the neighborhood, something about Valerie's lifestyle raised red flags. The luxury vehicles, designer handbags, none of it added up. The woman didn't even have a job. From what I know, Valerie came from family money. She could have inherited it. She could have, but I'm a detective, remember? So you investigated her? What did you find out? Valerie was abusing her HOA power. She was rerouting the mayor's funds to supplement her lifestyle and renovate upstreet. I can't say I'm surprised, but... Did you confront her? I didn't have to. She somehow got wind of my investigation. It was probably one of the HOA minions. I was gathering evidence, building my case to expose her. Not to mention unveil the mayor as an incompetent, untrustworthy manipulator. Let me guess, all your work ended up being, for nothing? Once Valerie realized it was a threat, she terrorized me into leaving the neighborhood. She used her power to subtly change the HOA rules every few months so my house would constantly be out of code. That's what she did to me. The first and only time we met, she had a list of rules my house apparently broke. The final straw came after I'd spent thousands remodeling to meet the requirements, and she declared bay windows were out. But bay windows are timeless. Hold on a second, Valerie couldn't have made that decision on her own, could she? No, it came to an HOA vote that ultimately tied, and Sadie was the tiebreaker. Let me guess. She sided with Valerie. She was so desperate to win her approval, she just had bay windows installed too. That sounds exactly like the same Sadie I've been dealing with. I couldn't afford another round of renovations, so I packed up and left Vermillion Lane for good. Charles clears his throat and speaks up. Detective, I don't mean to sound skeptical, but I could use some clarification here. You came here because of Sadie's crusade against Faith? But you haven't lived here for years, so how do you even know about that? I saw her on the news announcing her candidacy for HOA president. Given Valerie's recent passing, it raised concerns. I've been keeping tabs on the street ever since. I have a strong feeling that she's behind her murder. You think Sadie killed Valerie? Do you have any concrete proof? Not yet, but she always despised Valerie. She's the kind of woman who needs to be a queen bee and will never settle for less. I need your help gathering proof. I need to nail her to the wall. Please think it over, and let me give you my business card. Plot twist, we've been trying to nail her to the wall for a while now, and it's not really netted anything. While digging around in her bag for the card, she accidentally spills the entire contents onto the floor. I am so sorry. Oh, no worries. Let me help you. You and Charles immediately gather up books, folders, notepads, your hands simultaneously landing on the same folder. What's inside? You quickly scan the label, Sadie Hutchmitch, Valerie Wright evidence, and meet his eyes. This is so embarrassing. My purse is full of classified information. Wow, you are a great detective. Lawson is so focused on scooping up the contents of her purse, she doesn't even seem to notice the folder has fallen out at your feet. You slide the folder underneath the sofa. Charles slyly directs the detective's focus to him so that Lawson's back is turned to you and the sofa. Could you hold your bag open for me, Detective? I'll drop everything back inside. Oh, you're a total lifesaver. Really? While Charles keeps the detective busy, you grab the folder and hide it behind your back as you edge around the sofa. I need to go to the bathroom, but please continue. I'll be right back. Of course. How big is this woman's purse? Yeah. You know, I've seen some women with some pretty big purses, but how big is this woman's purse? You enter the bathroom, lock the door behind you, pull out the folder, and scan the pages as fast as you can. It's like a detailed dossier of the rivalry between Valerie and Sadie. How did Detective Lawson get her hands on all of this? You discover one document in particular with a handwritten note on the top that reads, "How it all started." You read the first entry and your jaw drops. According to the document, Vincent was Valerie's pool boy first. Damn. What did Valerie do to retaliate? Dossier. After Sadie stole Vincent, Valerie wrote Sadie up on HOA infraction, saying her driveway had too many cracks in it. Sadie was unsurprisingly fazed. She performed favors on Vincent to convince him to get his father's construction company to repave her driveway at no cost. Of course she did. Looks like Sadie came out on this one a clear victor. The next, I don't know, the pool boy won this one, I think. He's the true winner here. The next batch of notes, I'm sorry, indicates the friction between the women only intensified after that. Wow, these women couldn't stand each other. While Sadie's driveway was being repaved, she parked her convertible curbside. Valerie used her HOA influence to have street cleaning day changed last minute, and her convertible was towed. Sadie had a fancy event to attend the same night and was forced to take a drive. Oh no. Not even a drive black? The humiliation alone probably pushed her to kill a Valerie. What was the event for? The event was some sorts of sports car collector's gala. Ah. Sadie was laughingstock in the night for showing up in a rental four-door hybrid. That probably was her last car show. The rivalry between them runs way deeper than I ever imagined. You scan through the rest of the documents, finally landing on the eavesdropped conversations from an event they both attend. Attendees of the party independently reported some malicious words being spoken by either woman about the other. Well, that sounds like a regular Tuesday on Vermillion Lane. Both Valerie and Sadie jokingly made threats towards each other in private. Okay, this is juicy. I wonder what Sadie said. While in conversation with another upstreeter, Sadie said of Valerie, "We'd all be better off if that bee just disappeared." Holy crap. Hear the muffled voices of Charles and Detective Lawson outside. That's just about the last of them. Are you sorting through lifesavers at this point? You quickly shut the folder, flush the toilet, and hide the folder behind your back as you slip out of the bathroom. Oops, you two missed one that fell under the couch over here. You pretend to bend down to retrieve the folder, then hold it out to the detective. Oh, thank you. I could have lost my job for that. Here's my business card. Call or text if you uncover anything of note. Oh, thank you. You've been more helpful than you know. Once Detective leaves, you pour yourself a glass of water before sitting down with a heavy sigh. Every time I think we've had a crazy day, someone comes and out-crazies it. Seriously, I don't have rogue anti-Sadie detective on my bingo card. You let out a grateful groan as Charles comes up behind you and massages your shoulders. Oh my god, that's amazing. I wish you could do that for my brain. I don't even know what to start thinking about first. With a rich chuckle, he leans down, brushing a kiss to the shell of your ear. Come to my place for dinner. We can discuss all of this and, have a real date for once. He punctuates the proposal with a series of kisses down your neck. I'll let him keep going. You're being very persuasive. His teeth scrape softly and playfully against your pulse, and a delicious shiver races through your body. I was planning to have you for dessert after we make dinner together. You pick up his intonation, and your mind suddenly flashes to the two of you alone in his kitchen. A shirtless Charles pinned you against the counter, taking the jar of tomato sauce from your grip and sliding it across the counter. We don't need this. Oh, then how are we going to make dinner? He kisses your neck, hands lighting up your thighs beneath your skirts and hooking into your panties. We don't need to make anything. We'll savor each other. Is that a yes to dinner? You're shaken out of your daydream to find Charles smiling knowingly at you. If you're ready to go, I'll walk us over. I'm in. Sounds like a perfect end to the night. And I bet I could slip into something a little more comfortable and easy to remove for this date. You imagine the sexy silk ensemble you recently bought waiting for you in your room. So let me get this, you're just gonna walk over across the street in this? Okay. I'll meet you there. I just need a minute to freshen up. Don't keep me waiting too long. It'll be worth the wait, I promise. You push Charles flirtatiously out the door and hurry to your room to change into a silk nightie and a robe. Charles is gonna love this. You hurry over to Charles, the night air cool on your skin. He swings the door open and lets out a low whistle. You're right, this was worth the wait, but I'm gonna have a hard time focusing on the pizza. He hooks an arm around your waist and guides you inside. Soon, you're hard at work in the kitchen, kneading pizza dough. Charles's arms are around you and he laughs softly against the back of your neck. What? I can't be doing it wrong. Not wrong, just aggressive. You have to show it some love, like so. You shiver as he covers your hands with his own, his chest pressed to your back as he gently massages your hands into the dough. Can you feel the difference? You slowly exhale, reveling in this gentle touch, his fingers sensually interlocking with yours. Oh, I definitely feel it. I'll thrust my hips back, lean back into his chest. You let your full weight lean backwards, easily supporting against the chiseled lines of his chest. Someone's getting a little too comfortable there. You're the one who wrapped their arms around me. Time to take responsibility. He chuckles, fingers traveling slowly up your arms. His touch is so hypnotic, you don't register his next words at first. So, this Detective Lawson, is it just me, or did everything she say sound a bit too convenient? You're distracted by his intoxicating scent and a warm breath on your neck, until he leaves a playful nip on your ear. Here, I thought I was the one who was getting easily distracted. I'm paying attention, I promise. But why are you suspicious of Detective Lawson? Her descriptions of Valerie and Sadie sounded spot on. It's just, she clearly has a vendetta to settle with both of them. Not even moving away, she quenched her desire for revenge. You're thinking she has a motive to want Valerie dead and frame Sadie for the crime? Charles props his chin on your shoulder, letting out a heavy sigh. I don't like it, but as a detective, she has knowledge and resources to set someone up for murder. She'd be killing two birds with one stone. And this is a bad thing? What? This is called Karma in my book for Sadie and Valerie, don't at me. They've literally ruined people's lives. Who knows what else they've led to. I don't know who to trust anymore. I'm not saying we shouldn't trust the detective, but we should be cautious. This is also complicated. Charles turns you around to face him, resting his palms of his hands on your waist. Hey, I shouldn't have brought it up. Tonight is about us. He tugs gently at your robe, slipping the silk off one shoulder. How about we just focus on dinner and each other tonight? It sounds like a great plan. Until his daughter walks in. Charles's hand slips down your hips. His gaze meets yours. Your body warms as he draws you close. You lean in the rest of the way. God! Yes! Thank you. You bet? I owe you one. I'll give you a 20. Alright, here we go. Hello, it's a school night? You and Charles spring apart, your face on fire, as you see Yvette watching you from the living room. Yvette, do you like pizza? We're making some. Care to join us for dinner? It's after 10 p.m. like the rest of the world. I've already eaten dinner. Anyway, can you chill out? I swear the two of you aren't as half subtle as you think you are. Yeah, but what are you... Seriously, Dad? It's been years. You had to get back in the dating game sometime. I know, but you were against the people I dated before. Well, I was kind of emotional back then. It was too soon. Not to mention, none of your past flings were good enough for you. Is Yvette saying she thinks I'm good enough for her father? Yvette? In a way that's her approval. Your father means a lot to me. He's the best man I've ever met. You make it sound like a business deal. You're both adults. Faith is not so lame. Anyway, I'm staying at a friend's tonight. Feel free to continue kneading the dough. Or whatever you want to call it. She shoots her silk PJs a meaningful look, and you flush, pulling the robe closed. Yvette flounces away, shooting a last word over her shoulder. Oh, and one more thing, Faith. Break my dad's heart and you're dead. Oh. The front door shuts behind her, and moments later, you hear the sound of a car leaving the driveway. For a while, you and Charles just blink at each other in stunned amazement. Well, that was unexpected. No, that was right on par with what I thought would happen. I'll say... Did hell just freeze over? A more pressing question is, how long has she been on to us? Probably the minute. She knew you were kind of dating her and into her, so... Well, Yvette doesn't have anything to worry about, because I don't plan on ever breaking your heart. You're about to go in for a kiss when Charles gets a text notification. He pulls out his phone and reads. Hang on, Yvette sent me a newspaper article from the day of Valerie's death. It's about a case Detective Lawson was involved in. She was in court all day testifying as a witness. What a devious little eavesdropper you've raised. Guess we can cross Detective Lawson off our suspect list. You start to laugh when Charles moves in close, backing you against the counter once again. His voice turns husky. We sure can, which means I get to focus on this. He tilts his head and captures your lips with his own. You moan into the kiss, hands traveling over the muscled expanse of his back. If I knew this was the Charles I would get with Yvette's approval, I would have bribed her weeks ago. Tried harder to win her over. Found out her favorite social media influencers or something. Shh, keep my daughter out of this. In one swift move, Charles lifts you up on the kitchen counter, his hips now in between your thighs. No, we don't have to sneak around the house anymore. Why don't we forget about dinner? That's a waste of pizza. What did you have in mind? He nibbles gently on your earlobe, sending a sensual chill down your spine as his hands run up your thighs. I'd rather focus on the appetizer first, especially since she dressed up so nicely for me. Charles, kiss me. Your request comes out breathy. His mouth finds yours, his hips flush with you, between your thighs. His tongue twisting around yours like it makes you dizzy, the pressure of him against your most sensitive parts making you wet. Basically, we know how this is gonna end, so... keep things PG. What if Yvette comes back? We shouldn't chance it. Besides, we have a pizza to put in the oven. I guess I'll have to just save you for dessert, then. Later, you and Charles are finishing your late-night dinner on the couch when you're interrupted by a strange rustling coming from outside. Do you think Detective Lawson's back? No, I bet you it's Sadie or, I don't know, the pool boy for all we know. You peer out the window, squinting into the dark until a figure moves into the beam of a streetlight. Really? Nice hat. No one wears sunglasses and a hat at night unless they're incognito. Bro, no one wears sunglasses and a hat at night unless they're sus as hell. There's something so familiar about her. Suddenly your eyes find the pearl bracelet on her wrist. That's familiar. Oh my god, it's Mary. She's wearing the same bracelet I caught her stealing out of the neighbor potluck. The gasp! They saw me out the window. As you watch her, she struggles to drag two heavy-looking garbage bags up the street, past Trash Alley. That's suspicious. Those bags look heavy. What the hell is she trying to dispose of? Or maybe she's literally and figuratively trying to drag more shit she took from someone's house back to her own, and she can't lift it. Without further ado, thanks for watching. Love your beautiful faces. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down in the description. Plenty of things to check out, ways to support the channel, and to become more a part of the community as well as this family. With that being said, sorry about being late. I was super, super tired last night. Haven't been feeling all that great. The weather is up and down in the whole 9 yards, and, even today I got some sniffles and whatnot. Here we're back at mid-late 60s. It's weird. It's going to be raining here in a day or two, and then we're back to 30s again. It just makes no sense. We even had snow the other day. And then what happens is, because I live in the, kind of like east/northeast, right, of America, and, the weather just goes crazy in this state. And so it wreaks havoc with my body. It literally wreaks havoc with me. Like, I don't feel good, I want to hibernate all day, like, I can't get nothing done, have fuzzy, can't think, fog, fuzzy, the whole 9 yards. It's pretty bad. So let me know if you guys kind of go through the same thing, especially around seasonal changes and whatnot. I know there's nicer places in the country, let alone the world, that just don't go through this many shifts, but holy crap. Like, when you literally drop to below freezing, you get some snow in the whole 9 yards when you're coming off of 70 degrees, and then you're back up to mid-60s, like you're just, it's a roller coaster. So, and then for all you other people who are into Alan Wake, Spider-Man, Romance Club, yada yada yada, don't worry, more of that's coming this weekend. Catch you all later. Peace out.